Barry from Watford.
Hello.
Hello, Barry. How are you?
Well, I'll tell you what, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
Song, isn't it?
It's something like that. No, my stomach has been turning over all day.
Why?
Well, because of the World Cup. Not very pleasant for Margaret, but I've taken something for it now, anyway. But I'm very excited. If you look at that, what's that
Have
on
a
my
look.
chest? 3 lines.
Read that out.
Not that, that's a bit of tiramisu after from lunch.
Is it a tattoo?
It's 3 lions on my heart.
You see that, Janie? Look at that.
Look at that. Not that.
Yeah, I'm a bit more worried about Margaret, though. Is she going to be a World Cup widow?
Well, no, there's plenty on for Margaret over the World Cup period. You know, for example, Margaret, tomorrow, if she might fancy some stuff on television, if she doesn't want to watch the football, if she don't fancy Argentina's match tomorrow, turn on to ITV4, full coverage of the British Touring Car Championship. She might like that instead.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. Good luck, Margaret.
Yeah, good luck. So, you're going to be watching England, obviously.
Oh, well, look, of course I am. The World Cup is a subject very close to my heart. Because,
why?
Well, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I practically won the World Cup for England in '66.
Did you?
This is true. Seriously, remember the famous quote, some of the crowd are on the pitch?
Yes.
Well, that crowd was me, Dave and Margaret. We got lost on the way to the refreshments. We wandered out by the lower tier, nearly into the penalty area. No, at the time it was embarrassing, but I like to think we did our bit in putting off the German goalie.
That would do it.
Yeah, the commentator's next words probably would have been actually the crowd's a middle-aged man, a boy, and the largest lady trough in a Cornish family. But luckily, he was interrupted by Jeff Hurst. But no, we've got the neighbours coming over.
I was going to ask you where you're going to be watching it. Do you ever go round to the pub and watch it, stand outside, or you go to a neighbour's, they come to you? What happens?
Look, we always have the neighbours round for big events. I'm a believer in community.
Yes.
You know, when I was growing up, my dad would have the neighbours gathered round in the parlour listening to Churchill. You know, what Churchill was doing in our parlour, I don't know. You think he had a water run? No, I like the carnival vibe.
Oh, do you?
We're going to try and recreate that in our living room. You know, we're turning the storage heating on full blast. We're going to turn on my old Bontempi organ and just keep the bossa nova running for 90 minutes.
Keep it going.
Have you got some flags?
We've got flags, we've got bunting. We're not going to bother with the Mexican wave with the neighbours this year. We're all getting older, but what I find, frankly, one of us stands up from the sofa with his hands in the air. It can take another 15 minutes for the next one can get up. It's not so much Mexican, more Mexicans nowadays. Mexican.
I got you.
Yes.
So now I'm hearing that you're involved in some kind of sweepstake, Barry from Watford.
Yeah. Yes. Steve Wright from Radio 2. We are. No, 7 of us are in a sweepstake.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have drawn the mighty North Korea. They are 1,500 to 1
Are they?
to win it. But I'm still optimistic. They've just got to beat Brazil and Portugal. Then they get the winner of Group H, probably Spain. So they just have to beat Brazil, Portugal, Spain, Holland in the quarters, Germany in the semis, and should meet England in the final.
And then that's it.
Well, that's where my loyalty is divided. I'm not being unpatriotic, but 70 pence win is a win nonetheless.
A win's a win, isn't it?
A win's a win in any one. But now, I don't want to be cheeky about England.
No.
You know, I think that it's a time, ladies and gentlemen, to be loyal to no jokes. The Argentinians, on the other hand, I love to take the mick out of Maradona. You know, he can handle it. He's famous for handling it, in fact. Let's face it, knocked us out the...
It was a little joke there, you did.
No, Maradona's going to pick 3 strikers, apparently, for their first match, but he says he's using his head, not his heart. Using his head, not his hand, might have been nice and all. Back in 86.
Yeah, we're there, don't worry, Barry.
Sorry,
Yeah, that's all right.
That's it.
Anyway, listen, have a lovely weekend, and we should say good luck to England, and good luck to your good self. Give your neighbours our very best and everything.
Most certainly.
And Margaret.
Thank you so much, and I want to say to the England players, if you're listening, lads, can I just say, stop listening, get back to the training area. For goodness sake.